Karl Frey, and we're standing on the fourth floor lobby of Western Avenue Studios and Lofts. This has been a labor of love for 16 years. It's the largest community of artists in the United States, 265,000 square feet, 520 members of the creative class, artists of every medium imaginable, as you'll see when we walk around the building. It took a long time to put this project together, and what makes it work are the tradesmen that we have that are trustworthy and reliable and keep this 100-year-old building working smoothly for the artists. Let's take a walk around. 100-year-old mill buildings are not the easiest things to maintain, and this building is no exception. Since I've owned it, we put a new roof on the building. We did that with, believe it or not, a contractor from Southern California who was starting up a building integrated photovoltaic, solar roof. Before we finished that project, that company was bankrupt and out of business. So we ended up with a new Sarnafil roof on the building. We spent way too much money on it. It's all pre-wired for solar, but that's like your appendix. It's vestigial and no longer required. We did put the largest private solar roof on the building after that. These are hard panels on racks, and they all sit on the proper pads to keep the Sarnafil warranty valid. But we've never found a good roofing contractor for maintenance. I mentioned that it's been 16 years in the making here to keep this building going. And we've now got our team in place, and that includes Greenwood, and it has included Greenwood for about the last 5 years. We have to have contractors who understand the ethos here. We work very hard to keep this an affordable community for the creative class. It can't be affordable, broken down, and a fire trap. It has to be up-to-date fire and life safety. It has to have roofs that stay dry. It has to have electrical systems and heating systems that can keep the artists safe and warm. So that's what we've been able to do. I don't know how to express enough how important the contractors who work in this building are to the artists who perform their craft here. I hope you're getting a good view of the building as we walk one hallway out of 10 in the building. No matter, if we walk for half an hour, you wouldn't see half of what's here. The space is affordable. The average studio rents for $350 a month, and that's what makes it work for the artists.
Hello.
Like this one. Hi, how are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's your cameo.
Oh, great.
None of this is prearranged. We just happen to be walking around. But an artist in the studio you just saw, probably pays about $300 a month in rent. And the reason these communities don't exist all around the country is nobody can afford to do it. So when we built up our tradesmen that we know and trust, and the pricing is right, we've got our electrician, we've got our plumber, we've got our paver, we've got our snowplow contractor, we've got our landscaper, and most importantly, we have our roofer. The foundation's not going anywhere, and if you know anything about real estate, you got a good foundation and a dry roof, you got a building that'll stand the test of time. That's what Greenwood has done for us. They do it very cost effectively. They're here when we need them. They take care of every problem we have. They come up with solutions that, I would never think of myself, from maintaining, warranties on a new Sarnafil roof to keeping an old Carlisle rubber roof going for another couple of years. To preventative maintenance, installing a 60-foot long gutter 5 stories in the air because over time the water cascading off that roof would damage the roof below. I kind of knew that intuitively. They bring our attention to it, and boom, 2 months later we've got a new gutter and a downspout leading right to a storm drain that just makes all the sense in the world. I could go on about how much I love my roofer, but I think you get the picture. Call me. I'm not hard to find. Western Avenue Studios and Lofts. Karl Frey. Greenwood has been here with us for 5 or 6 years. They do a phenomenal job. Thanks. So you just saw the roofs, a nice pan of, I've never done the calculations, so that's, let's say, 10, 20, and 40, those three roofs, 10, 20, and 40,000 square feet. And there's nothing easy about them. Parapet walls everywhere, solar panels on top of that, roof penetrations for fire towers and elevator penthouses, washers, dryers, plumbing vents, the standard stuff on a roof. This is not an easy job to take care of. So everything I've told you about what Greenwood has done for us, add the complication factor in, and now you know the kind of roofing contractor they are. Thanks a lot.